Hello, my name is Ryan Nalisha, and I'm taking the Computer Science and Software Engineering class through Gull Lake High School Career and Technical Education Department. Today, I'll be showing you how I installed a Linux virtual machine on my host computer using a hypervisor called VMware. And first thing we need to do before we get anywhere to the hypervisor VM is we need to know things about our host computer. So to do that, we go to System Information, click here, and now we know my OS is Microsoft Windows 10 Education Edition, and my processor has 4 cores and 8 logical processors. We can also see I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. If we go to Components, go to Storage, go to Drives, we can see my full size of my drive and my free space. Now, after that, we need to set up our hypervisor for our virtual machine. And we could see I already have one. And this virtual machine is one I have for my class. Now if we go into my virtual machine settings, we can see I have allotted half my memory to this machine so that I can still run things here while I'm on my virtual machine. We can also see I've allotted 2 processor cores to it, so I can still process things here and also on it. And we can see that I've put on 40 gigabytes of space, and we can also see that I've already used 10.5 gigabytes. Now, let's go and run it. Oh, press yes. We can see up here, this little bar, little tools. These tools will be very useful. Now you can see my account. Click my account. Type in my password. Now, since we're into our computer, which will be loading up very soon, now you can press this full screen button. And boom. Now we're fully developed into our virtual machine. Now, first thing, obviously, if you make yours won't look like mine immediately. You have to set some things up. To do that, we can go over here, go to our settings, and we'll have it in the settings. Now, my dock is down here, and it's pretty small, but you can change that. You can change to hide the dock when you're in a full screen application. See it here. When I go in full screen, it's not there anymore. If I turn this off, it'll start being there. I can change the icon size of these little things, to be much bigger than they are, or much smaller. Depends on you. Now, you could see I have it on the bottom of my screen, but I can change that to the left or the right. But personally, I like it on the bottom. Also, something you probably want to set up is your time. Do that, we'll search up time or date, and then you can do that here. Time zone, and say, well, I live in Michigan, but you might live somewhere else in the world. So you can search for the nearest city. Say you live in California, sort of, or somewhere. Where is somewhere? I don't know. Say live in Germany. Hold on, there you go. But I live near Detroit. Detroit. There you go. There we go. And that's it. Now, you might say to yourself, what would I want this for? Well, we already have a OS. Why would we want another one? Well, there's a couple things you might want this for. One, to hack things. Hacking, you can get caught, and you can have some pretty bad things happen. So, if you have a entirely new virtual machine on your computer, you won't have not as much repercussions on your physical computer because this is a fake one on your real one. You can learn to use new softwares. Say, my usual software is Microsoft Windows, but now I know how to use Linux or Ubuntu, and you can mess around with them. You can also learn how to update operating systems using things like, say, the terminal. And using this terminal, you can do all things. You can turn it off. You can this. You can do a lot of things. And everything we do here will not affect our main operating system. So say you actually download some malware on this. Your computer, your home computer, will be perfectly fine. And that's it. That's it for this tutorial.